go. We got the replacement parts already put in place, and I am bringing one
Shall
onto
not
the
do.
stage, none other than Matoi. Take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Matoi. I've been running this game since 2014, very, very long time. Particularly this category. I run all the other stories as well, but this has always been my main category. I see we met the Metal Sonic incentive as well, so I will show just what he's about after the run is over. So I also have my lovely commentator Badlix here, because this game is very fast-paced, and I will not be able to breeze through as well as he can.
Hey, hi, hello all.
So yeah, if everyone's ready, I can go ahead and get this started.
Yeah, we are ready to go when you are.
All right, I will give a countdown. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Good luck ですね。
Alrighty, this is Sonic Adventure DX Sonic Story. There are 3 main aspects this game contains. You have boss fights, you have boss fights, you have adventure stages, and you have the adventure field. We've got our first boss fight here, perfect fight by Matoi. We're going to be moving on to the adventure field very briefly, and then to the first stage, Emerald Coast.
Yeah, once in here, we can actually take somewhat of an intended shortcut, but once we're done with the intended shortcut, pretty much everything else in Emerald Coast and the stages going forward are going to be strictly speed strats.
Here we will go fast.
We will. And I always just go over that bridge without spin dashing, because the thing with this bridge is if you spin dash over it, sometimes you'll just clip through it. Or, you know, I'll get bullied by the orca. That hasn't happened to me in a very long time.
Well, if you feel like you're getting bullied by the orca and you want some revenge, later on we do have Super Metroid with Save and Kill the Animals, so maybe you can get some revenge and save the frames instead.
True!
Save the frames, save the frames.
We can save the frames.
ちょっと気をつけないと酔いそうですね、これね。
By orca we can.
I think
Yeah,
it's
so-
our duty
すごいあっちゃこっ
to
ちゃ浮くんやけど。
save those frames.
すごいな。
Absolutely. I could not agree more. A lot of what you're seeing in Emerald Coast here is just like the power of what spin dash jumping can do.
It's probably about half of the movement and momentum that Sonic uses, especially in that stage. There are elements in all other stages that are taken from Emerald Coast, stuff that you gotta do.
Yeah, definitely. There's quite a few sections you're gonna see us like clip through walls and stuff with the spin dash specifically as well.
But for now, we're gonna move our way over here, and we're gonna fight Eggman. That's what I am.
Yep, we are gonna fight Eggman. He's just sitting here, he's you know, he's in a fancy new, not so new thing. He just kind of equipped his egg mobile that he uses in every game with 3 big things. 3 big booms.
3 big booms and 2 big spikes. But just like that.
Yeah, and just like that, he's
taken care of.
you know.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Sonic's not really the type to walk, but, you know, he'll make an exception if it looks cool.
He's not the type to walk except for the beginning of the fight between Sonic and Shadow at the end of Sonic Adventure 2.
Definitely.
Just talking to each other and they start walking.
Or Sonic Movie 3. Except not
Facts.
walking.
Rolling around.
What
Anyway,
angle was that?
That was a weird angle. This
was.
is Windy Valley 2. We're gonna clip into Gamma section of the stage, skip the majority of the intended path, quote unquote, with some spin dash jumps, get over here to the tornado, and we're gonna do this cool trick where we do a spin dash onto the panel And in doing the spin dash on the panel here, it will store our spin dash.
Okay.
What is happening?
Oh, weird angle.
It will store our spin dash so that way we can do a homing attack. We bailed a little bit early on that, but that is quite alright.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the bouncer manipulation there, but we got everything else, so that was okay. I'm gonna switch to auto cam here because if you're in free cam, the sides of these, like, I don't know what you call them, but these little, like, sections where they're just long hallway things. Yeah, the railings, thank you.
Got you.
They like to just kind of pinball you between two, like, both of them if you're in free. What is happening? It's okay, we'll get the early stages out of the way, that way we can just, like, you know, get the fastest time possible on every stage going forward.
There you go.
That's how we do.
Windy Valley is such an interesting...
Now for the fun thing.
That scared me.
Yeah, it scared me too. I usually am in ball form here.
Perfect. Phenomenal job.
But with that, Windy Valley's done.
Yeah, not bad.
Let's go. And we've got some...
You know, I never noticed that texture in the back, or that platform in the back is still loaded.
That's surprising. Surprising that the game loads more than it's supposed to. Or more than you intend it to, rather.
Yeah, because if you're playing this on GameCube, you can't see that.
There are 3 upgrades that Sonic has the ability to get. 2 of them are required, not because you need the upgrades to proceed with the stage or the...
Use the light dash to run along the paths of rings. Hold the action button and let go when you have enough power.
per lane. So matoi gets the light shoes, moves over here, and is about to hit up the longest stage casually. Hopefully the shortest stage in a speed run. Xenopolis. Don't blink.
I'll take that. 9 seconds is not bad by any means.
All I know about that glitch is that it is very hard to perform.
Yeah, it's like you have to be in a very precise spot and position, because if your angle is off, you'll probably hit a kill plane.
Either you hit a kill plane, you don't get enough momentum or distance to be able to get all the way up there.
Yeah, it's always something with that. But if you want to explain really quick the just the basic mechanics of the speedrun and everything that we do, because there's like stuff that I'm doing that are very like minimal.
Yeah, so the most important thing when matoi is carrying an object here, you have very limited control over what Sonic can do. You don't have that luxury of turning quickly, so you have to be mindful of how you're moving around when you carry an object. But the majority of the movement that you do are spin dash chains, where you're doing a rhythmic spin dash between the B and the X button to be able to move forward through space. You've got spin dash jumps, which, like matoi just did, to be able to clear different gaps and areas. Sometimes you need it for a very long distance, in which case you need more hover frames, which I'll explain in a sec. Other times you need less, where it's a shorter distance, so you just have to worry about getting the spin dash jump off, like if it's a narrow ledge that you're jumping off of. Hover frames, every time that Sonic jumps into the air, he has a number of hover frames that's set based on the last thing that he did. So if you do a regular just jump into the air, the hover frames will go for as high as you've jumped. If you reset your jump height by doing a jump cancel, so you jump and you hit the action button, it will set your hover frames to 0, and then the next time that you do a jump, you'll be able to take advantage of the full amount of that hover frame-ness. I can't think of the appropriate terms, but also just like that ice cap is done. It is in flying through the void.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, so what we did during Ice Cap really quick was just in Act 2, we skipped like a big section in Act 1 where you'd have to go back and forth on icicles. And you basically won't even see that grab animation like in the run. Oh, well, yes you will. You'll see it in Skydeck. I forgot. But it's even a little different in Skydeck. The hand position is different. But you saw me go through the door, which is intended to like be a climb up. Snowboarding, we only get to see it in Tails.
It's slow.
You would
オンラインでやってるとね、どうしてもね、奏者さんとサーバーとの間の回線が悪いとなかなかね、こういうことが起きがちですが、何度も経験しておりますが、しばらくお待ちくださいね。また改善されるのをお待ちしましょう。えらいみんなおーの言ってんな。何があったんやろか。
Oh my gosh, did anyone see where Robotnik went? He actually stole the emerald that was powering our stream. Thankfully, we had a spare one ready to go, and Matoi is ready to go with more of this game.
Yes,
お、
indeed.
戻ってきました
Alright.
ね。
So I'm gonna start again in 3, 2, 1. Alright. So, unfortunately, before we saw Chaos do that really slow attack, which can lose you anywhere from 8 to 10 seconds every time that he does it, unfortunately. That dastardly Robotnik hired someone very much that does not care about money. So he's just a time waster instead.
How dare. It's kind of rude.
It is kind of rude. But basically, I have adapted calling that blue spheres, because shoutouts to special stages from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, there it is again, in case you missed it the first time. Except these ones we don't want to collect. We want to avoid those. There's no red spheres in the stage. Unless you count, like, the bits of red in Sonic's, like, spinball. And we still sub 2 minutes, so I guess it counts for something. But we're coming up to the hardest stage in the game. Aren't we, Bad Licks?
Hardest stage I've ever seen in any game ever.
So just like with Supersonic's run, where he was holding just up the entire time, we're gonna go into a corner, put the controller down, and chill for about 2 minutes. It's very difficult.
Does this mean I can chat with the viewers?
You absolutely can. Please, tell them all about this wonderful charity.
I have so much I can tell you about this wonderful charity, but I also have so much to tell them about what they can do to help this charity.
Yes.
Little Warriors recognizes the importance of continually assessing and improving programs designed for their Be Brave Ranch intensive treatment program. By utilizing a process known as measured-based care, Little Warriors collects important clinical data aimed at informing treatment approaches. Through a partnership with the University of Alberta's Department of Psychiatry, Little Warriors aims to use MBC to develop an evidence-based standard of excellence for the treatment of child sexual abuse survivors. Learn more by visiting littlewarriors.ca or typing info in chat. And if you want to help this amazing charity and you want more marathon, because who doesn't want more Prevent-A-Thon, we have 2 incentives open, one of which is the extra stage for Gray's Counter GM, and that'll add 10 minutes to the run. So that is an extra 50% more Gray's Counter if you donate to that incentive. I don't know about you, but 50% more marathon sounds fantastic to me. On the other side, let's say you're picky about who you want to see on stage. Well, we have 4 characters to pick from in a bid war for that same game. So your choices are Hayata Kiori, who is a spread shot but very slow movement. Kiriko Kurasame, who has a narrow shot but very fast movement. Satsuki Furuyama, who has a wide shot and fast movement, and Uzuki Giyonsei, who is a wide shot and slow movement. Now keep in mind, you hear the word slow movement and you're thinking, oh no, that's terrible, we want to go fast. No, this is a shmup.
なるほど。暇タイムなので、ここはね。そういうことない。
Kind of like what we're seeing here. You might know a thing or two about auto-scrolling games, given everything that we're watching. So, I want to hear your voices, I want to hear your opinions, get those donations in. We have so much to do, so much money to raise.
So as of before, yeah, that Dastardly Robotnik is going to ruin our plane. So, not only did he, try to steal the stream, but he's now trying to steal our plane. And I didn't appreciate it before, and I certainly don't appreciate it now. But we're gonna grab the Crystal Rain. What this is gonna allow us to do is Lightspeed Dash a bit faster. Because if normally you're using the Lightspeed Dash, it's super slow and you have to charge it up and it's really slow. And we don't want that because there's a couple spots that we are going to use the Lightspeed Dash in.
This is a speed run. We want to go fast, but sometimes you have to go slightly slow in order to go faster.
It's true. And I just realized my life count. I probably should have reset my lives before, but you know what? We ball.
Ah, you got this. I have faith in you.
Thank you. Nice.
Daytona.
So what I just did there was track skip. Basically what track skip is what you just saw. It is skipping half of the track, essentially. So this stage is basically just filled with large time saves. Huge sections of the stage being completely torn apart.
Thankfully we're not going for the think they call it TPSS, where you skip all of the track skip.
デトラの曲いいよね。
There's a certain number of rings and it is ridiculous to see.
Yeah, with TPSS, you basically are clipping through a kill plane, which is very, very, very difficult. I barely made
That
that.
was so close. Let's go. All right. We got some
And a big
roller
boy
coaster skip.
jump.
That was
Yay.
excellent movement.
Get on the capsule, please. There we go.
At the big boy jump, perfect. It was a
I'm
stellar
happy
twinkle park.
that I got big boy jump because in practice I did not for like the last 2 weeks. Oh, there was a
Call
pup
that a
barking.
W.
They're barking at Robotnik.
I'm sorry, you can hear that.
Dogs
No.
just know. They know when people are evil like that.
It's true. When Badlix and I were watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, one of them would only bark when Dio was on the screen. And it was very
Shout outs
funny.
to all our dog parents, because I know we've got a handful watching the stream right now.
We love that. Shouts to all dogs and dog lovers. Yeah, Speed Highway is mostly just a bunch of really, really high speed, like skipping through the stage using your spin dash jumps. And there's a little thing that I do as well where if you see me like stop before I make a spin dash, it's because I'm resetting my momentum essentially. Because the thing with this game is you don't want to carry every ounce of momentum with you everywhere, because then things get a little bit messy. I accidentally did a cancel in the air there, so I had to do a little bit of a backup there. But once we're over on the other side here, we can just hop in the capsule and be good.
Yeah, not bad.
Alright, so this is not my first rodeo hosting for a Sonic Run, and I have a little bit of a tradition that I would love to continue with you if you are willing.
Oh,
And
go
that
for
is,
it.
I would love to ask both you and the audience, what do you think would be the Sonic Cast's Mexican restaurant orders?
Oh man, where can she?
That's a really, really good question. What were you gonna say, Badlex? Go ahead.
So,
Are we talking any specific Mexican
no,
restaurant?
and anything that you think would be appropriate, anything that you think they'd go for. It also doesn't explicitly have to be Mexican food. I just like giving a specific type of food as part of the prompt, but maybe you think they have a Wendy's order that they're really fond of. I'll take that too.
I
Knuckles gets a
definitely know.
chimichanga.
Knuckles gets a chimichanga.
Yeah? I definitely know that Shadow routinely goes to one, but I don't know what he would get.
Is that from Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Maybe. A lot of people like to meme on it, and also the voice actor, one of his voice actors, Jason Griffith, even did like what like that line of him saying such, so it was very funny. But it's pretty much been canonized now in like Twitter takeovers and stuff that Shadow is very fond of specific people, and it's very funny, and I love that for him.
Good on you, Shadow. Good on you.
Good on you. I think Shadow would get like, I think some type of burrito.
I feel like Shadow is enough of an edgy boy that whatever he orders, he's just pouring like the hottest hot sauce he can find just to be like, look at how tough I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Give me the ultimate Diablo
He would
sauce.
get like a burrito, and then once he's halfway done with it is when he like drenches it in hot sauce.
We're building up the Sonic lore here.
Sonic will go to any restaurant, doesn't matter what it is, and ask for a chili dog, and they'll say something to the effect of, "Sir, this is a Wendy's," and then he'll pause and say, "Okay."
Yeah, so what the Wendy's will do once they realize he's Sonic is they'll just put a patty in a hot dog bun and hand it to him.
Oh, I love all these explanations because they are genuinely plausible. And if you in the audience want to add into this new Sonic lore, it's canon. I'm declaring it canon. Let me know in a donation.
It's also canon that they all have, like, the main cast anyway, have their own favorite scents and their own favorite foods. Like, Sonic with the chili dog has been a thing, like, forever now, but just recently are we getting, like, love for the other characters, like Tails with the mints, Knuckles with the grapes. I forget what it is for Shadow, though. I actually don't remember. Oh, it's coffee beans. I forgot. He's weird like that, but we love him for that.
I'm also noticing that we're flying around a little bit, so I would like to take this real quick moment to say thank you everyone for supporting Prevent-A-Thon. And if you want to get to know a little more about Little Warriors, you can type !mark in chat. There's also ways for you to join our Discord and help support future events, because there will be future events. And on top of all of that, let's give one big shout out to the Japanese restream community that is also watching us. They are giving us a massive help with that. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much.
今リストリームのこと言ってくれてましたね。
Yeah, here in Sky Chase 2, it's just, instead of 2 minutes of, like, going through this,
リストリームバック
it's
ね。
free. So that's a pretty awesome thing. This game, instead of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, gives you 2 Sky Chases.
Hot take, but I enjoy those like little race segments in this game where it's like you versus Tails and stuff like that. I think they're a fun
like
little
that.
take for this.
For sure. Like, I love, the Tails missions in this game are really fun. Like, I like racing Sonic in them. As a kid, anytime I would, like, get sick, I would literally replay Tails Story all the time. Specifically,
I can attest to that.
I would always play through Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, and sometimes Gamma.
Happy birthday, Gamma. Wait,
Happy
sorry, not
birthday,
yet.
Gamma.
Happy birthdays. Here's a fun little factoid for all of you that I looked up before this run because I like doing research on my runs. Did you know that this month is Pride Month, but on top of it being Pride Month, it's also this game's birthday. This game was released in June for the GameCube.
Really huge.
It was indeed.
So happy birthday to Sonic Adventure Director's Cut.
Happy birthday to Sonic Adventure DX, specifically. And happy Pride Month to Sonic Adventure DX as well.
It's changed shape.
Because let's be real.
I'm
This must be the way to
there's
the
a fair amount of the Sonic crew that I'm pretty sure is part of the LGBT community.
I think Amy exceeds by energy.
I don't know, I would put Amy in the trope of single target sexuality.
Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see that. Our lovable blue boy is definitely Arrow Ace. He doesn't know what's going on.
By the way, this is Skydeck. This is probably one of the most challenging stages, most complex and complicated in the entire game. You maneuver around above just open air, and if you make one mistake, you fall and you gotta start all over from wherever the last checkpoint is. That's why I handled that first act like an absolute champion, maneuvering through, doing some dashes and zooms, dodging stuff, spin dash jumps. And the speed pad, and ideally, hitting this nice and early. Nice! And we're gonna try to get the early capsule here.
That was a very awkward angle.
Oh yeah, very, very awkward.
Aw,
Oh, so
Sonic.
close.
that's fine. I'll take a 136 even without, like, the capsule.
Yeah, not bad.
136 is solid.
I have nothing but respect for you because the Sonic Adventure games are on my list of games that I have tried to learn the run for. And they are just so challenging for me to pick up. So anytime someone runs this or Sonic Adventure 2, it's just like, why I can't do this. I don't understand how people can manage some of these like jumps and clips.
They're definitely very fun, but very challenging for sure. But you know, there is also the there is a Sonic Adventure DX Discord, or it's a Sonic Adventure speedrunning Discord. It's for Dreamcast and for DX, which are both completely different speedruns. But basically, they're such a nice community, and they're always willing to like teach. And there's tons of resources for and guides for both this game and for the Dreamcast version. But it is incredibly challenging to learn, I will say, because the movement only feels as good as it does when you finally get that down.
And boy, oh boy, does it take time and effort and hours and hours.
Yeah, for a very long time, I could not get lower than a 43. And now my personal best is a 33. Yeah, before I couldn't get below a 43. Now my personal best is a 33.18.
Full 10 minutes, absolutely wonderful.
So here we're going to the Lost World.
Great.
Do you want to get into what we do here?
Oh yeah, so first thing is we switch to auto cam so that way we can navigate through this fire tunnel that's coming up and hopefully not see any flames hit Sonic. Helps in, oh okay, well we tried. It helps in the movement and navigation. There's an ideal camera angle you can get, but it's a pain in the butt to get, and navigating the rest of the way is challenging. Next thing we're going to do is something called snake skip. We get onto the side of the snake here, do a spin dash jump off of it, and skip the entire puzzle room here. Do a pause buffer through the door, start a spin dash, pause the game, and then unpause, and the momentum carries us through the door. We're going to do some jumps, some maneuvering around on these platforms. Head through that room. And upcoming, we're going to meet the deuteragonist of Disney's Moana, Maui.
I thought you were gonna say Big the Cat.
Oh no, no Big the Cat. Just Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Oh, he's feeling feisty today. What can I say except you're welcome?
You're welcome. Tried to clip through the door, didn't like that.
We're gonna use the angle off of those gravity panels. Skip the portion of this room, and 133 is fantastic. We haven't really talked about it, but when you finish a stage that doesn't have a capsule, it adds an additional 10 seconds for time attack purposes. So call that a 133, even though it shows 143 on there.
And the circle
That's why we're
to
practicing
call
there.
a bit there.
Practicing the circling for Sonic Frontiers, I respect it.
I'm here. Looking far across these new frontiers, what can I say?
Still haven't beaten the game.
Oh, I want to mention something about the door really quick. So there is a funny mod for that for the door that changes it to just one big button. I did not discover it until the other day.
That's awesome.
So if you're ever struggling with the puzzle, by the way, it's always the bottom 4 in any order. If you're ever struggling with the puzzle, there's a mod for that where you could just, you know, you could just do the whatchamacallit. You can always do
That's
yeah,
so
you can always do
funny.
the one big button mod instead.
Oh,
I was close.
oh, so close. You can, if you hit the action button just as you're loading into the next loading zone. Ooh, look at you.
I didn't make it.
Oh.
That's okay.
If you hit the action button just as you're loading into the loading zone here, you can actually cause the elevator to spawn and Sonic to get into the elevator. Saves a little bit of time there. Matoi doing a spin dash jump off the top of the elevator to get over a kill plane that's there, and at the end of the stage. We've got about 3 minutes until time. Time is going to be when time stops on the Egg Viper fight.
Deedly do. There's that
Yeah, that too.
dastardly Robotnik again. I swear this was
He's
one of the
upgraded
coolest
his cockpit.
designs for one of his mechs, and it's only used once.
I know, it's so upsetting.
I will
Isn't there
say
a
though,
similar...
Egg Dragoon.
Yeah.
Egg Dragoon is like, I like to think that it's an evolution of this. They've never outright said it was, but it has a very similar color scheme. Yeah, get a load of this. He has a really bad Stormtrooper aim. And that is what you're gonna see throughout this boss fight. You're also gonna see me take some risks here, though. So, you know, get ready.
Risks,
Hold on to your horses, or should I say hedgehogs.
Hold on to your hedgehogs, folks.
Not too hard
What
though,
about my
because
weirdly shaped flying snakes?
Hold on to your flying snakes, folks.
you ever see a flying snake, by the way? Like in video?
No.
I think that's just called a Chinese dragon.
Oh well, I mean, there's that. I forget what kind of snake it is, but there's a snake that literally just looks like a noodle flying through the air. Like it glides. It can't like actually fly, but it's like a flying
It's not
squirrel.
flying, it's falling with style. Shout out to anyone who knows the movie that's from. Oh, that scared me. I don't get scared during this fight, but that scared me.
Okay, normally I would give anybody the benefit of the doubt when it comes to being scared of these early hits that I'm going for, but Badlex in particular cannot, because what he does during this fight is he charges a spin dash, or he charges a light speed dash that is completely not mandatory, because he does it after this last hit. And, you know, you could easily die if you somehow miss, or even if you do hit it, you don't have control of your character anymore and you can just drop to dead. We're coming up on time in 3, 2, 1, time. It was a little late, or a little early, but we good.
We figured it out. It's fine. You were still very firmly underestimate, so I call that a win either way.
Sweet, what was the time?
It is roughly 35-20.
Oh, okay,
Wow.
that's not bad. That's
That's
not bad
great.
at all. Yeah, wow. Yeah, because in
better
my
than the one I
practice I
did
kept getting
earlier.
38, so I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, 38 is what I got.
No, you rocked it.
Wonderful job,
You did
Matoi.
amazing. You were fantastic. I enjoyed this run very, very much.
Thank you, thank
But
you.
before we move on, Matoi, Badlex, anything you want to say to people where we can follow you? What are you up to these days?
Yeah, sure. So I stream over on twitch.tv/MontoySR. I'm also on Blue Sky under the same name. And I just opened VGen commissions actually. So if you want to commission for video editing, I do that, and I also do meme thumbnails. So I just opened those up. That's at vgem.co/matoisr. I mostly do content on Twitch that revolves around Sonic speedrunning, this game, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Sonic R, as well as casual playthroughs. Right now we are cycling between Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door remake, Kingdom Hearts 1, and Pokemon Pure Green, which is an excellent ROM hack. So if any of that interests you, that's what I'm doing. But Badlix, where can they find you?
They can find me on nowhere. Don't worry about finding me. Just worry about following matoi. Go support them on Blue Sky. Support them on Twitch. Follow, of course, the charity event here. Thank you for having us, Prevent-A-Thon. We appreciate it tremendously.
Right,
We're
so
gonna show off
before
some
we go, we
Metal
have
Sonic
something
stuff.
left to do.
We do. We have the Metal Sonic incentive here, so thank y'all so much for meeting that incentive. It was really, really awesome. But yeah, do you want me to back out or anything before we hop into this, or are we
go.
good?
You take it away and you show off this run.
All right,
Or
awesome,
this
awesome.
showcase, I guess it is.
Okay. So I will firstly, I'll go through Speed Highway, and I won't go. I'll do like the kind of ish normal route for Speed Highway, just so we can showcase a little bit more of Metal Sonic, who differs a little bit, but he's mostly an unlockable skin for 130 emblems. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, let's hop in. So we're Metal Sonic here, and Badlix, are you even aware of a little bit of difference that Metal Sonic has?
Metal Sonic's quick. Metal Sonic has a higher hover frame count, I believe. So when you do spin dash jumps and when you do spin dash hovers, he will go longer, faster, farther.
And I'll showcase some of that here. Oh, what? Yeah, you
was
can't
silly.
get that height
Technology.
with normal Sonic. You can get very similar heights, but he's ever so slightly higher, and the angle that he takes is a little bit different. Yeah, like if I oh well, I didn't do it well there, but you know. And he also makes different sounds when he jumps and everything. It's a lot more of a robotic-y, metallic sound. And he's only unlockable in the DX version of the game, because the version what they're using here is the same rig that Metal Sonic used in Sonic Adventure 2's action stage battle mode.
But thankfully, they actually let him spin dash in this one and not do the shield.
Yeah, that's true. In Adventure
Though-
2, Metal Sonic has a silly little shield that he does.
Just a silly, goofy shield. What's funny about that, because it'll repel attacks, like if someone in battle mode is using Chaos Spear or any of that stuff. But additionally, you can actually go off of angles while holding the shield and just go flying for no reason. Watching some of that is some of the most fun you can have. Just watching people as Metal Sonic go flying through the air.
Oh yeah, there's cars in this stage, I forgot.
My answer to Sonic Adventure 2 Battles mode is just everything is solved by Shadow and Mr. Edgy Boy's Chaos Control.
Yes.
Shadow to be controlling
We'll hit the
chaos.
bell this time. You can also go to my YouTube at matoi SR as well and hit the bell for notifications.
What a plug.
Oh, smooth transition. I love it.
Alright, I'll showcase one more thing with Metal Sonic here. We'll go into Final Egg because presumably that's where he lives.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But for
And
this
Chris to find
one,
the
I
leg
think
in
we'll
the-
just kind of go in and like just showcase the whole stage because I think this stage looks really cool. It's almost a shame that we skipped most of it.
Oh yeah, they cooked with this stage.
Like it tests both your knowledge. Well, it tests like three things. It tests your knowledge of the game. If you've been looking out for like secrets and different things. Okay, I didn't mean to show that secret, but there are secrets down here.
Okay, we're gonna pause for a second. Not like really pause, but this room is the worst designed room in the game. There is a bouncer that you hit a little bit later on.
This
that
one.
If you don't hit it the correct way, it literally will just launch you into the air, like it just did from matoi. And then they script you to go out there, and then you just fall. That's just how they're programmed. Like they're fully broken.
Yeah, there's secrets, but there's also consequences to those secrets. As you can see, unintended consequences. But yeah, and here, it tests your platforming ability too, so if you've just been trying to speed through everything during the game, this stage is absolutely going to give you trouble.
Trying to play through it casually forces you to slow down, at least to some degree.
The little bit of extra height does help in this stage in particular, in a casual sense. So when you do finally get the reward for completing it, it should be really nice to feel the difference. Like, it won't feel too different at first, but once you, you know, you get to this stage, you will definitely feel it.
Do you want to let people know how they can unlock Metal Sonic? What you have to do in order to unlock him?
You will have to collect all 130 emblems in this game to unlock Metal Sonic, but I'll show a little mini skip here too that is more, you know, more beginner friendly. So if you literally just charge up a light speed attack, you can just jump, let it go, and Sonic and or Metal Sonic will hone in on that capsule there.
God, Metal Sonic is so cool, and I love the blue. I love that metallic blue color.
It's really cool, honestly. We're gonna go down the elevator normally, and Act 3 is a lot longer than I'd say a lot longer. In terms of speedrunning, it's a lot longer than it is
So many lives.
in the speedrun for sure. So they kind of expect you to jump on here for bonuses, which is really interesting. Yeah, this is by far the room that has more items than anything else. And then this room has a bunch of enemies. And I don't really want to deal with all of them, so we're gonna skip like most of them because they keep popping out of those.
And just
So
climb.
generally, just
Oh yeah,
overall
I forgot.
Sonic
Metal
was better.
Sonic's ladder speed is slightly faster too. I was like, why am I
Except you
going
can't
up
get
these
an
so
MRI.
fast?
Oh,
I would
my
say
gosh.
so, yeah. We unfortunately don't get to use him in
Poor Metal
runs.
Sonic.
Yeah. I knew there was more rings here. Alright, the sounds these guys make too. These are the same sounds that the bots in Sonic Heroes make. So every time that I run into them, I'm just like, oh, that's the
scary.
Heroes ones. Here's a very broken room. There's a lot of platforms here that you just can't see. They're not loaded yet.
Poor Lie.
They put the worst item possible here, by the way. They put speed
Oh, before
shoes
you
here.
finish the stage,
As if, like, you know,
Oh.
you're gonna use them.
before you finish the stage, you want to show off that room at the very end.
Also, you want to see what...
where you have to wait on the
Yeah, go
slowest
ahead.
elevator in the world. Oh! Where you have to where you have to wait on the slowest elevator in the world.
I just wanted to show the light speed attack on these guys. Oh yeah, so one of the rooms here has literally the slowest elevator in this game and potentially all
Not the
games.
one ring to rule them all.
So we'll come up on it very, very shortly here. I got really interesting rain RNG there.
So if you notice in the top left corner of this room, there's a platform. And boy oh boy, is that platform moving, we
Okay,
think.
so yeah, so that platform literally moves in such slow increments that I'm pretty sure, you know, it just doesn't work. But anyway, here we're gonna make our last little light speed
That
attack here,
platform-
go on the capsule,
The
and
platform leads to an
That'll
area
be
that has
time.
4 lives, which is very valuable if you need lives. But for the last stage on the game, it's a very silly reward.
I mean, do they at least carry over?
absolutely is.
Oh yeah, they absolutely carry over,
And-
and like, you know, you do multiple
Go ahead, I'm
playthroughs in
sorry.
the stages. It's like for having
Yeah.
that at the very end of the stage, it feels somewhat silly. Maybe
All
that's
right.
just me.
Well, thank you so much for showing this off. Thank you for showing off Metal Sonic, because that's something we kind of don't see very often. So it's nice to have the fun little differentiation. With this, however, we appreciate your time, but
Oh,
we
for
have
sure.
lots more marathon to get to. So we're going to take a quick moment to let our runners off of the stage, and I will be back with you in just a second.
次はソニックカラーズということで、ソニックカラーズってのはちょっと知らないな。どんなんだろう。楽しみですね。のんびりお待ちしましょう。
friendships, I am back, and right before we start our next run, I do want to remind you we have 2 incentives left. That is both for the extra stage for Gray's Counter GM, but you can also help choose the character, and as of right now, any donation will tip the scales towards one of those characters. So take your pick. There's lots to choose from, and any donation will pick that character as of right now. Maybe you start a fight with someone else and you get to show off just how excited you are for one of those characters. Maybe you just want to take advantage and snipe something. Either one, completely valid. But while you decide what you're going to donate towards, I have brought you some more Sonic. I am bringing you the closer to our Sonic block with none other than Akio, running Sonic Colors. Take it away.